guys, Grimtrigger here. Welcome to Grimtrigger Reviews. Today we're looking at the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Kingdom Core Class Soundwave. So first off, take a look at the packaging. It's pretty standard Kingdom packaging. He is figure numbered FCK21. Nice image of Soundwave popping out laser beak from his chest cavity. The back you see images of Soundwave in his robot and cassette player mode. He transforms in 8 steps. In the packaging, you also get the set of instructions, which for the most part you don't really need. He's a very simple transformer, although this step is really important. Turn his head before you put it in, and I'll show you why. But yeah, he comes with a few accessories, so let's take a look at those first. First off, he comes with this really tiny laser beak cassette. It doesn't transform or anything, but he's really tiny, so I don't really mind. So I compare him. Here he is with Wheelie from the Shockwave set. If you don't have Wheelie, here he is with your laser beak cassette from Siege. So really tiny cassette. It's painted really well, at least in the front, and has a lot of the molded details. In the back there's some molding but no paint, but that's fine. Or rather, I think this thing has black paint as a base paint. I think it's made in the same material as the chest piece, but I can't really confirm. So yeah, aside from that, he does come with his shoulder cannon, which is really nice. It's small, but it's painted. Has some hollowness, but that's fine. That's totally hidden. I'll compare that with the shoulder cannon that came with Netflix. This one has more paint than the Netflix one for some reason. Really nice. Now, since I have the G1 here as well, here it is with the G1. He also comes with this blaster, typical Soundwave blaster. Has a rudimentary details that you need. Also hollow, but that's fine. Here it is with the Netflix one. Again, more paint than the Netflix one, although this one does compress in, this one doesn't, which is again fine. And since I have the G1 here as well, here's with the G1. So yeah, just to give you an idea. Really nice. Now let's take a closer look at Soundwave himself. For the most part, Soundwave is a really good figure, probably the best of the core line. That said, mine did come with some QC issues. I posted it on a few of the Facebook pages that I follow. Not all of those issues persist with all of the figures. I saw some people were saying they didn't have those problems, but might be run related or something. But yeah, I'll let you know just so you're informed. So before that, the accessories. So this panel opens up and close. So you put laser beak inside. So just rest that in and plug that in. So before we do that, there is some molded detail at the back as well. It's really nice. Doesn't have the spring-loaded gimmick, but you wouldn't expect that for something this small anyway. Really nice. The shoulder cannon just pegs on the shoulder. Speaking of which, when mine first came, it doesn't go in. Then I realized there is some space deep in the cavity. I think it's the peg hole for this one, so you actually have to press it in to come in. So it does go flush. Now even with that flush, mine just rotated freely. It's starting to get loose again, but at the beginning it was really freely rotating. Like you do that, it's like helicopter blades going around. I had to do that super glue trick. Now it's loosening up again, because you know that one doesn't last long, especially if you play around with the figures. But with the super glue trick, now it's doesn't come off. So Really happy with that. I was really frustrated at first, but yeah. And then the gun, he can hold it on either hand. This one is also loose, but not as loose as the shoulders. I might do this super glue trick on that one as well, but no, it's firm enough as long as you don't fiddle it with too much. So, taking a closer look at Soundwave. That head sculpt is awesome. I mean, it's really cool. I'd say it's on par with the Netflix one. Although the Netflix one does have light piping. But yeah, I think it's on par with that. Really nice. Going down, does have all the painted detail. Lots of paint for something this size. The yellow striping. No red striping on the elbows. Or sorry, the forearms. But yeah, typical to core class, he is full of ball joints. See, it's rotating. Yeah. But that's fine. Lots of paint. On the side, the profile is nice. I must say, his molding is very similar to this one. It looks like a simplified version of the Earthrise or the Netflix. I keep saying Earthrise. I actually wish the Netflix one didn't have this Siege specific arm molding. Good that they removed it on the core class. From the back, there is some hollowness on the wrist, but that's for space for the transformation. Hollowness there as well, but that's for transformation as well. And lots of details there as well. So yeah, now for articulation, he does have a swivel at the neck. Actually a ball joint, but you know, you can do a bit of quizzical poses. It goes all the way around and up and down for transformation. The shoulder, he does have the fell off. He does have a butterfly joint for transformation. This that other complaint I had, this shoulder is really tight. That first time around when I was trying to rotate it, the shoulder actually popped off. Now it's actually a bit looser now that I've been playing around with him for quite a time, so that's good. So ball joints, you go that way and it goes all the way around. I won't do that, it's pretty tight still. Elbow, there is a bit of give, so you can do that, but the elbow goes 90 degrees. The wrist goes in for transformation. No waist joint. This flap actually opens up. Oh, this panel actually opened up. I showed that earlier. This panel opens up as well. You can kick forward, not back. Side all the way. Swivel. Knees that go 90 degrees this way. And that way for transformation in case you need it. I can't imagine why. And the feet will go up and down. Now the feet is a bit of a missed opportunity to me, because it's actually a ball joint, as you can see. But there's no give for ankle pivot. I wish they trimmed a little bit on that side so you can pivot in. Maybe some customizers will want to try that. Me, I'm okay. It's a small figure anyway. But yeah, he could have gotten some awesome ankle tilts. So let me just compare him with a few figures that I have here. So here he is with the G1 Soundwave and the Netflix Soundwave. Let's bother. Just put the shoulder cannons on both of them. So yeah, pretty nice. I actually have this one as well. Let's see if I can put them all in there. So I also have the Titans Return. This one is the Bumblebee version. So yeah, outside the Masterpiece, I think a Masterpiece and that that actual one that plays music, these are the ones that turns into cassettes. These three are awesome. This one is also good, but this is actually a remold of Blaster. That's why it's a bit bulky. But yeah, really nice set of Soundwaves. Now let's transform the Soundwave here. Transformation is pretty simple. First off, let's remove the shoulder cannon. Now, very important step, you turn the head around first. Now I made because the head is a bit tight as well, I made the mistake of just transforming him without turning the head, because I thought, why, I don't need it. The problem is when you push the head in, it's impossible to take him out with the head facing forward. With the head facing backward, there's actually a divot there that you can actually use to pull the head out. So yeah, you'll have a hard time taking the head out if you don't turn it around. Now with that out of the way, next thing you do is you flip the hands in. Oop, this way, sorry. Flip the hand in. Now you do flip it back. On the butterfly joint, there is a peg hole and a peg. So typical Soundwave so far. That's the exact same way the G1 Soundwave transforms, except the hands flipped in like that. And that's the way the Earthrise one or the Netflix one transforms as well. Now with that out of the way, we just rotate this to the side and flip this up. Sorry, other side, flip this up. And there is a peg and a hole there. Very typical, similar to Netflix. Netflix, you flip in the waist. G1, exact same one as well. So yeah. Now, you can leave it this way. I think that one might look a little bit better, but the official transformation actually calls for you to flip the feet up like that. So yeah, really nice cassette mode. So let me just pause the video now. Oh, before I do that, then you can peg the things at the back like so. Let me pause the video so we can compare with the other cassettes. Okay, so for comparisons, here he is with G1 and Netflix. I didn't bother transforming the Bumblebee one just because it's totally different. It transforms into a boombox, like the Blaster one, so no point. But yeah, looking at these three, very similar in terms of design, of course. So it's got all of the details. So I mean, without the stickers and maybe with some yellow paint, all of the molding is fairly the same. This is the G1 reissue. And the Netflix one, very similar to the Netflix one, just because they share a lot of the molding as well. So yeah, really nice. And still, even the storage, you know, the way they store the weapons is the same. It's just pegged on the back like that. So yeah, transform him back, very easy. Remove the weapons, peg the legs, rotate that, rotate these, flip the arms out or the hands out, and then hopefully you transform him with the head facing in. Use that divot to pull him out. There you go. Peg this on his shoulder, and there's Soundwave back in his robot mode. So, I mean, final thoughts. I did have a lot of concerns with this guy when I first opened him up. The looseness of some of the pegs, the tightness of some of the joints. For such a small figure, I wish those QC issues didn't exist. But after I fixed those, I think he's the best core class figure we've gotten so far. Let's put him side by side with this other Decepticon leaders for the final shot. So yeah, I mean, if you collect the core class figures, he's definitely an awesome inclusion. I mean, if not, I'd still recommend picking him up, just because he's an awesome pocket Soundwave. He transforms into something really tiny. You can put him in a pocket. You're stressed out at work, or you're bored at your commute or something. Okay, take it out in the pocket, put him on your desk or something. I don't know, but yeah, highly recommend. Pick him up. Awesome Soundwave. And that's it. So if you like that review, please do leave a like, leave a comment, and do subscribe. Helps the channel a lot. This has been Grimtrigger, and this has been the awesome core class kingdom Soundwave. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.